Now that the holidays are over, I want to tell you about a Christmas tradition that I started this year, which is crossing the Snake River on Christmas Day. Why? It's because of what happened 248 years ago on the Delaware River in Trenton, New Jersey. Let me tell you, if America had a ghost of Christmas past, it would show you General George Washington on Christmas Day in 1776. Let me give you some background. We all know what happened on July 4th, but what about August 1776? The British were very angry and they were very ruthless. August 1776 was a show of force against the American rebels and their newborn revolution. In September, British General Howe took control of the stronghold in New York and then continued to gain momentum going into the winter. There were several times when the revolution was on the brink of destruction, but something would happen like a mysterious fog would blow in and allow the army to escape, or the current in the New York harbor would switch directions and hold the British Navy from advancing on the rebel army. It's really a miracle that the revolution wasn't squashed in the first few months. So December rolls around, and Washington has a depleted army in the frigid cold. Lord Howe offered full pardons to any American soldier who defected and joined the British side. Many men took him up on that offer. Washington's second in command, General Lee, was captured by the British and turned a traitor to save his own neck. On top of all this, a huge portion of the colonial army was due to finish their service at the end of that year. Remember, we're in December. Washington received some intel that British mercenaries, the Hessians, were wintering across the river in Trenton, New Jersey. The British knew that time was on their side and had no real intention of fighting through the winter. Better just to let the cold fight for you and let the enemy lose morale and soldiers. So Washington convened a war council and basically told his generals, listen, if we don't attack now, this war is over and we're done. They said, we agree. So the next day, they commandeered every boat in northern Pennsylvania, and a Christmas blizzard blew in. The storm gave them cover, but I submit that this was also an example of God pushing them to the very edge with the elements. When Washington ordered every man into the Delaware River, there were chunks of ice the size of cars floating by. The Hessians were over there in Trenton trying to sleep off the company Christmas party and were taken completely by surprise. The Hessians lost about 22 soldiers before the rest of them surrendered, which was about 1,000 of them. Not a single American soldier died in that battle. Two froze to death on the way over, crossing the river into the battle, but not a single man died in the fighting. The battle was like a shot in the arm for the revolution. All of a sudden, people believed. Men re-enlisted, and more people joined the cause. 1776 ended with a bang because George Washington had the guts and the fortitude to trust God when the revolution was all but snuffed out. This is just one story, but the revolution was successful against all odds because God willed it so. He made this promise in the Bible. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. We as Americans have inherited a sacred trust and legacy. God in heaven didn't bring our country this far just to bring us this far. He was with us in 1776, and he'll be with us in 2025. All he asks is that we remember him. If we remember him, then we'll follow him, and he will heal our land. That's why I crossed the river. Happy New Year. See ya.